Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history seekers. In today's video, we're exploring the 1995 quarter dollar from the United States of America, specifically one struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries the P Mint mark. This coin belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, one of the longest-running and most recognizable coin designs in American history. We'll look at its design, composition, minting history, and collector value, with a focus on circulated condition. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932, originally issued to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design proved so popular that it replaced the standing Liberty Quarter and remained the standard quarter design for decades. By 1995, the Washington Quarter had already been circulating for over 60 years, making it a true staple of American coinage. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and has been used, with only slight modifications, since 1932. Washington is shown facing left, with his hair tied back in a traditional 18th century style. The word Liberty appears above his head, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is placed to the left of his profile. At the bottom of the coin, the date 1995 is clearly inscribed. Just to the right of Washington's ponytail, you'll notice the P Mint mark, which identifies this coin as being struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Prior to 1980, Philadelphia minted quarters often carried no mint mark at all, but beginning in that year, the mint started adding a P mark. That makes the 1995 P quarter part of this newer tradition, and it gives collectors a way to track where their coins were minted. The reverse side of the 1995 quarter shows the classic eagle design by Flanagan. An American bald eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, its wings spread wide as if ready to take flight. Beneath the eagle is a wreath of olive branches, symbolizing peace, while the arrows represent strength and preparedness. Encircling the design are the words United States of America at the top and quarter dollar at the bottom. The motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is inscribed above the eagle. This eagle reverse had been the standard for Washington quarters for decades, but the 1995 issue was one of the last to feature it. In 1999, just a few years later, the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program, replacing the eagle reverse with rotating state-themed designs. That makes the 1995 P quarter one of the final years of the traditional eagle design, which adds a touch of historical importance. The 1995 P quarter is composed of copper-nickel clad, with an inner core of pure copper sandwiched between two layers of copper-nickel alloy. This was introduced in 1965 to replace the earlier 90% silver quarters. The clad composition gives the coin durability for heavy circulation while keeping production costs low. It weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. As for mintage, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 1.2 billion quarters in 1995, an enormous figure that shows just how widely used quarters were in everyday transactions. With such a high mintage, the 1995 P quarter is very common, and examples in circulated condition are easy to find in pocket change or coin rolls. When a coin has been in circulated condition, like the one we're discussing, it usually shows signs of wear. The high points of Washington's hair may appear smooth, the eagle's feathers on the reverse may lack detail, and the coin may have scratches, discoloration, or dullness from years of use. While this lowers the collectible value, it also gives the coin a sense of history, showing that it served as real money in everyday American life. In circulated condition, the 1995 P quarter generally holds only its face value of 25 cents. Because of the high mintage, it is not considered rare. However, it remains collectible for those building a complete Washington Quarter date and mint mark set, and it has historical value as part of the pre-state quarter era. For collectors seeking higher value, uncirculated or mint state examples of the 1995 P quarter are more desirable. In grades like MS65 or higher, they can sometimes sell for a few dollars, and pristine examples with sharp strikes and full luster are more appealing. There are also proof versions of 1995 quarters struck at the San Francisco Mint, which are specifically made for collectors. One interesting aspect of the 1995 quarter is the potential for errors or varieties. While the majority of coins were struck normally, collectors sometimes find off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies from this year. These error coins are much scarcer and can be worth significantly more than face value, depending on the type and severity of the error. Beyond collector value, The 1995 P quarter also represents a moment in American history. The mid-1990s were a time of economic stability, growth, and cultural change in the U.S., and coins like this one reflect the everyday money people carried in their pockets during that era. For many collectors, finding one of these coins is a nostalgic reminder of their youth or earlier times. Even though it is common, the 1995 quarter has a place in the broader Washington Quarter series, which spans decades and includes some of the most beloved U.S. coins. It bridges the gap between the long run of Eagle reverses and the exciting new designs that came just a few years later with the State Quarters program. To sum it up, the 1995 P Washington Quarter in circulated condition is a coin that carries more historical and cultural significance than monetary value. While worth only its face value in most cases, it remains a cherished part of U.S. coinage history, a reminder of the enduring image of George Washington and one of the final issues to feature the classic Eagle reverse. So there you have it, the story of the 1995 United States quarter dollar with the P mint mark in circulated condition. It's not a rare or high-value coin, but it's rich in history, design, and symbolism. Whether you find one in your change or add it to a collection, it's worth holding on to as part of America's numismatic story. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into coins from the United States and around the world.